Hey everyone, it's John from Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood, and I'm here with three immensely special guests. Sasha Peterson, Shay Mitchell, and Marlene King, of course you know from Pretty Little Liars. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks guys for having us, John.
Hey, we literally wouldn't have this without you, so thank you very much. Okay, so we have a few questions for our audience out there.
Okay.
Now, the tour itself is kind of all about revealing production secrets. You know, we love sharing the fun facts with people. So, are there any production secrets from Pretty Little Liars that you want to share with everybody? Things like, I bet you didn't know this.
A lot. Yeah, there's tons.
One of the ones that I always go to is how the one room of Rosewood High School was every room of Rosewood High School, things like that.
Not only that, it was hospital rooms and everything. Like every station. Yeah, the stage that my dressing room was on was so many things. That was kind of the place that was changing all the time. There was tons of construction going on. It was the place where the musical happened with Mona, which was so fun. I got to watch that for my.
And the girls' bedrooms were all connected. Right?
Yeah.
So they were. So when we did the famous like Underground Dollhouse episode, we got to use that set as it was because they came out of we dressed it, but they came out of their rooms to meet in the hallway, which we would never do in the other part of the show.
Right. And the woods were everything too. I mean, we were just like, they're like, okay, here's the kissing rock. Take it away. We're doing another scene. Something totally different. Yeah. Got buried there. Tons of stuff.
And there's nothing behind the face of Allison's house.
Nothing.
It's just a facade. And that's still here at the Warner Brothers Black Hawk.
Yes, it is. In the jungle. Come see it for yourself.
I have lunch there on the steps.
Frequently.
You might see me having a sandwich.
So, as a tour guide, you know, we meet fans of your show every single day that come here to see your everything. You know, your sets. When you were here, the golf carts. People love the golf carts. So, what's it like to have created a show that has such an enormous fan base?
I think it's so crazy because it still surprises me. I never imagined that we would have so many amazing loyal fans. So the more I hear about them in places that I wouldn't even think were that passionate about it, I get videos of people crying all the time and how sad that it's ending. And I was like, I've been there, I've been crying too. So it's crazy. It's a trip.
I thought we all felt like this was something special when we were making the pilot, but I don't think the level of passion that we've seen was expected.
No, and just on such a global scale too. I mean, the show, you know, you could relate to it no matter where you are in the world. And truly, our fans were all around the world. So,
and I'm from South Africa, so my entire family watches it.
Right.
And it's kind of a cool thing for them. Germany,
We get people literally from all around the world on the tour every day that don't necessarily speak our language, but they know the show and they know the characters and they see the sets and they know it. It's fascinating. So speaking of the pilot, since that was shot elsewhere, not here, what was it like coming to Warner Brothers for the first time and seeing the Midwest Street dressed up as Rosewood, Pennsylvania, and seeing your world for the first time?
I was a little scared at first because we wanted to make sure that it maintained the look of that rich pilot we shot in Vancouver, but our production designer at the time, Rachel Cameraman, did a great job of thinking like what would be Emily's house and figuring out how we, back here in the jungle, make it look like Allison's house is next to Spencer's house. Like it was in the pilot. We had to recreate all the sort of the geography of everything.
I have to be honest, it felt like home.
Really?
Yeah, Midwest Street felt like home. I got out of the golf cart for the first time and I was like, this feels like Rosewood. But also, our first scene that we shot here, or at least my first scene that we shot here, there were several camera guys I was on Heroes the time before, so I literally walked off of Heroes on the PLL with people that I've known for a while anyway. So
what was the scene?
It was when I gave the girls their bracelets with their names on.
The
the gem thing. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, special.
I love it.
One of those bracelets is here.
Oh, good.
Right. I think it's a pretty broad exhibit in terms of the costumes and props. It gives people a little bit of everything from the beginning of the show to the more recent things. So it's what we always like seeing is kind of like the aha moment of people seeing like, oh, do you remember this scene? So it's hopefully, you know, it rejuvenates constantly people's fandom and gets them talking about it and keeps them talking about it all the time. Okay, lightning round, final question for you. We'll try to keep it as succinct as possible. You used literally every inch of this studio for filming, and that's one of my favorite fun facts about your show. So between all of the backlots and your 3 stages, your all-time favorite set to film on. What was it?
Oh gosh, that's crazy. I mean, for all of our like parties and everything, set design, everybody has gone above and beyond. I mean, one thing that's really gonna stay out of my mind was Winter Wonderland, just because that was so beautiful. And we walked and we were all like, but then there's been so, like other parties like that too that we've had that have been amazing. So I don't know.
I think when we did the black and white episode and everything was transformed, but when we did Spencer's living room and when she went into the dream sequence and everything was changed, that was really cool. We used tons of different lights that were from
I
that
felt like
era.
that was the hardest set to say goodbye to was that
Yeah.
the Hastings Great Room, and that was one of the last permanent sets to go. And then the stage was bare. I said that I will say like that was a tough one to say goodbye
Yeah.
to.
Yes, that's so true.
There you go. Thank you so very, very much again for
Guys,
being
so
here.
welcome.
Everybody, give it up.
Come and check it out. Come and check it out. And take your photos.
Yes, take your photos,
Send them to
tag
us.
your photos, hashtag WB Tour Hollywood, come visit us. And again, Pretty Little Liars. We'll
Thanks,
see you
John.
soon.
Thanks,
And
Warner
John.
Brothers.
And John.
Hashtag John.
Okay, we're gonna be calling. So, can I get John as our
I need John, please.
Photo up real quick at the brew, and then